What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another video, another trade recap. Today is Friday, October 3rd, 2025. And today I took a few trades. I'm going to do a breakdown of everything, what I did right, what I did wrong, and all of that good stuff. All of these trades were taken live, except for two, actually, because I did end up grabbing some top step accounts today. I bought some top step accounts because, I don't know, I just had like a feeling to do that. Was it the smartest feeling? I don't know. But I did. I bought some top step accounts and I maxed out the consistency on those. So they're at 1,500 in profit per account. I'll show you that. Those are at 1,500. So hopefully we can pass those by Monday. And then on my other Tradeify and Alpha accounts, which are actually down like 1,000 or not 1,000. What are they down today? I'm bugging. They're down $400 per account today. So after I took this loss, I was like, damn, I don't know. So I grabbed top step accounts and I got those where they need to be. So I'll do a breakdown of everything now. What did I do wrong today specifically? And what I did right to, get the top step accounts where they are. So first of all, coming into the morning, let's go to like right before 9:30. Coming into the morning, as y'all can see, we had inversed this. We'll delete this too. We inversed the 5-minute. We had just swept Asia low, and we were also displacing out of a 4-hour and a 1-hour bullish fair value gap after tapping the daily opening gap as well, showing very strong bullish signs. A lot of low resistance liquidity here. We have London high resting up here. We have potential AMD, accumulation to have this be the manipulation move. We see distribution. We are trading above all-time highs as well. All things leading to a bullish bias for me. Now, with that being said, the only thing kind of in the way of the bullish bias is this bearish hourly fair value gap here. But I feel like since we are trading all-time highs, we have been trending higher to me. We're trading out of the 4-hour bullish fair value gap, which, as y'all know, the higher time frame always holds more weight. So if there's a 4-hour versus like a 15-minute, obviously I'm going to pay more attention to the 4-hour because to me that holds more weight and that should push us through whatever is underneath it. So yes, that is basically my bias. I want to see higher. I'll highlight that. I want to see higher though. So yes, coming into open, where we at? Oh, I'm tripping. Open is up here. Coming into open now. Right here, market opens. I'm contemplating a long. I'm like, damn, this don't look bad. Everything is pretty checked off. Basically, we just got the inversion. I would mainly probably target this resting internal high because that's probably the most prominent. However, I did not do that. I ended up waiting. I do not like trading off of open. I thought that this looked decent, but I didn't take it. So from here, well, let me just highlight that actually. Well, y'all kind of missed it, but from here, I zoomed in, waiting to see this, some type of move to potentially go and chase this internal high. And as y'all can see, we ended up getting bought up pretty strong right off the opening candle. I didn't catch anything off of there, but well, no, this was the move we got off open. So market opened up. We got a couple points higher, 56 points, whatever the case may be. Then from there, we got a very strong pullback inversion with the change to stay. However, I did not buy this because we put in an SMT at the high. Actually, put in an SMT, I believe, with this high. But the reason I didn't buy this sell model was because of the fact that we were trading now into a 5-minute bullish inversion. We're trading into the order block, the inversion that we already had previously traded above. So I'm still thinking that we can probably reject from here. Why is my thing frozen? I'm still looking for price to reject from here because I think the overall higher time frame is bullish. And what did I recognize? We put in an SMT at this low right here. Put in an SMT. And at this point, I'm like, all right, if we can inverse this 15-second, I'm in long to that internal swing high. Now, where did I go wrong with this position? Why did this winning trade end up causing my whole day to be bad? I didn't put on enough size. Now, trading on those set of trade synchro accounts, those are evals. So with those accounts, I'm risking heavier. I'm looking to pass these accounts. I just got these accounts like a day or two ago, and they have been in drawdown. I just got out of drawdown yesterday. So I'm like, all right, I'm trying to pass these accounts. It's up the risk. Now, what did I do? I didn't. Now, what do I usually do when I'm entering trades? I like to always use the Tradeovate, like limit order thing, so I can calculate what my risk was. Now, with this trade right here, we were moving so fast. I was like, damn, I don't have time to really because of how fast this candle moved. I'm like, if I wait any longer, I'm gonna miss the move. So I just instantly entered with 10 MNQ contracts, was equal to 1 NQ contract. I'm in with, well, my fill was not this. My fill was actually very good. My fill was like here. But yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna enter with 10 contracts and just see where that takes me. As y'all can see, they make much. When I'm trading these evals, I'm trying to make at least $750 to $1,000 per trade at the minimum. And as y'all can see, I was not even near that. So by the time this trade hit my TP, I'm like, damn, I ain't really make nothing. I was in with 10 contracts, closed at that high. And then from there, I'm like, all right, well, I'm trying to pass these accounts. So this is where kind of like the issues came in. So from here, we pulled back into the BPR where price was expected to react from the first time, and we still, to me, had a lot of room to the upside. We had an unfilled 15-minute, which is this highlighted gap right here. So to me, I'm like, all right, I'm still overall bullish. I would like to see price reject from this opening BPR, and that is exactly what we did. Now, where did my next trade come from? My next trade ended up coming only 10 second, which is like, so all right, I took this 10 second. I didn't take this though. It was once we ended up getting back above. So we ended up catching one more sell off here. This is where it was. So we got that little sell off, and then this is where I went long at. Well, no, not lie. Okay, this is where I went long at. I went long on this candle right here. Once we got this closing candle above VWAP and the EMA, we had already traded back lower. We put in another bearish SMT now. I'm like, okay, this looks decent. I want to see a continuation to that unfilled 15-minute. I'm going to go break even once we take this initial swing high, and that is going to be my trade. That is my plan for this trade, with my stop directly below the order block that price just put in. I do not expect us to trade back beneath this. I gave it a little bit of room. Now, where did I go wrong with this trade? Actually, I didn't really go wrong with this trade. The trade was fine. I ended up getting a break even, though. The reason I went break even, right here because ES took that 15-minute. ES took the 15-minute. We put in a bearish SMT now because ES has already tapped this gap that I want to target for NQ. So from there, I went break even because of that fact. Now, my usual break even point would have been this high. I went break even early because ES tapping that bearish 15-minute because it could have easily called. I can't talk right now. Could have easily caused price to sell off. So from there, I went break even, and as y'all can see, I got clapped. Now, when I did get cooked, this is where I broke my first rule. I ended up re-entering. I re-entered, and I didn't mean to do that. I re-entered right here though. I re-entered right back once we got this displacement. We tapped the bearish 1 minute. We tapped the bullish 1 minute. Tapped the bullish 1 minute right here. We got a strong reaction, and I'm like, okay, we can actually get a continuation from here. Maybe the SMT's job was only to rebalance price into the fair value gap. So I zoomed in, re-entered once we got that V shape, changing the state. Now this isn't, I'm not gonna say this is a bad looking, like the setup isn't terrible. Now my issue is with this, I have a rule that I just implemented this week where I do not take trades within the same 1 to 2 minutes of each other. Really 2 minutes. I like to wait at least 2 minutes before I enter another position if I get stopped out. Now what did I do here? I re-entered instantly. I literally got stopped out and entered 10 seconds again later, 10 seconds back later. My issue with that is, yes, it's a good setup. We tapped the 1 minute, we got the displacement, showing still signs to respect, still can go break even at this initial swing high and still can target higher because the overall higher time frame order flow is still respecting bullish. However, I broke a rule, and what did I get in turn for that? Instant stop out. Well, y'all gonna see my trading view slow. Instant stop out though. And I didn't go break even once we swept this initial swing high because my break even to me was like, all right, if I go break even once we're right here, that only gives price really 6 points to actually like fluctuate and make us move higher. And at this point, we have the, what is this, the VMA or the EMA. We can still tap this and continue higher. So I'm like, all right, I don't really want to go break even because I feel like I can get stopped on it. So I kept my stop around the same. I tightened it a little bit to this low, but I kept it relatively tight. And because of that, I ended up getting stopped out. I wasn't able to really mitigate my risk the best way because I wasn't able to go break even once we took the initial swing high because of that fact. Now I'm trying to figure out how to really, just within myself, really knowing when to go break even versus when not to. Sometimes I go break even too early. Sometimes I wait too long to go break even. So I'm still kind of just within certain entries, just trying to learn that, trying to get better at that. Today I did not go break even because of that fact. I felt like price had potential to come back to my entry point. I mean, we did, but we ended up selling off. So yeah, that was that for the day. Those were the trades that ended up putting me down. I was initially up like $300, and then from here, I sized in heavier because I was looking to pass these accounts, or not pass them, but just I like to make $1,500 for 2 days to make my $3,000 to pass 50K accounts. To me, that's just like the simplest. So I'm looking to do that. This trade would have did that for me. Unfortunately, it was a loss, so I ended up giving back my profit on the day plus some. Now from there, with the Top Step accounts, I'll show you the trade I took from there. I took a trade over here, actually. This is where my trade came. I waited for 10 a.m. Once we got 10 a.m. news and I recognized how bearish we were, after we swept this initial swing high, we got this closed through the bearish imbalances. Price was really displacing lower. I'm like, okay, we're probably going to sell to, what low was this? Was this previous day PM? Yeah, previous day PM low. That's what I was looking to see price sell off to. And once we inverse the opening gap, I was all looking for shorts. Now, 10 a.m. candle opened up, as you can see, very bearish. We almost reached all the way down, which didn't give me an entry. However, we did get a pullback. We got a pullback right here. Well, yeah, we got that pullback on the 15-second. As you can see, we ended up tapping it. And then from there, I zoomed into the 5-second. Once we got the 5-second change in delivery right here, I entered short after that 10 a.m. candle opened. I entered short with my stop. My thing keeps freezing. It's going to irritate me. I entered short with my stop at this high. Very tight stop. Very good risk to reward on this. The reason I was comfortable with having a tighter stop was because 10 a.m. did just open up, and I felt like price had all the volatility that it needed. We should not really, take its time and a time like this. When it's 10 a.m. just opening, price is still moving very fast. Price is going to be decisive, and price is going to make its decision at that point. Price is not going to hesitate around a time like this when, you're expecting a lot of volume. So yeah, that is exactly what I took. Took that 5-second. And then from there, once we got that initial pullback, I went break even. Trail my stop to this high as we continue to go lower. So I trailed my stop to this high once we got this reaction. And then I ended up closing like right here because that got me the $1,500. And yeah, that was that. Simple. What was that? 4 trades today. 2 wins, 1 break even, 1 loss. But yeah, that's that though. What did I do wrong? Honestly, I would have just rather gotten off after that first win. I just didn't calculate my risk properly, so my win was so small. It was like, damn, I wanted to make more money. I'm trying to pass the accounts, which I hate when I have to do. I hate that process, but we'll be better though. We'll definitely be better next week. Looking forward to it, and yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that though. I'm gonna catch y'all next week. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Thank you for watching. I hope you could have learned something from my mistakes. And yeah, I showed y'all the P&L. I showed you the P&L already. So yeah, I'm gonna catch you on the next one though. Free Discord in my bio. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace out.